So, hello everyone, I'm with my live version of Farragon and reviewing so on episode 11. And it's the political drama. I think it's the second to last episode, and then we're gonna have, I guess, 3 month plus skip probably. Yeah, I think it's episode 12, and then they're skipping over 3-4 months, right? So 3.5 months there. So anyway, let's work at 3, 2, 1, and go. Will I watch it in 2 seasons from now? Maybe. It's gonna be a lot of anime. Honestly, it's gonna be a lot of anime that season. I might let a few episodes spawn and binge watch. Maybe, because I don't know. This anime is pretty good, but I do feel it's like an up and down. It's a little slow. I don't know. So maybe I will, because like when they're having a 3+ month break, they don't feel as like weekly. Yeah. I don't know. Like fall is so full, so much now. So yeah, fall is so full with anime, like My Academia and so on. Yeah, so we will see. I don't know the fall schedule. If it's nothing airing on that day, I mean, for me, it's like per day, honestly, right? I don't want to watch. I watch at max 5 animes per day. I try to go for like 2 or 3 or so, depending how many it is that I really want to watch. And this is released on Sunday, 4 months from now. Sundays are usually pretty like low number of animes. This season is some of them, but that's not. For a Sunday, not that many, yeah. So we will see. Maybe I will do reviews and so on each week. If there's a lot of episodes. I mean, like, if there's something else on Sundays. But yeah, some kind of war is starting, right? Just kind of weird, like, bug-like car things. There's a lot of betrayal. And I mean, that's kind of like all of this. I mean, I loved it. Was also compared to it, but I loved Final Fantasy Tactics Strike. I love the story. I like the Evil Eyes, the whole Matsuno's world that he created. It's my favorite game creator. So I love the whole political role-playing games, tactical role-playing games. I'm a big fan actually, and I play a lot of tactical role-playing games. As I mentioned in my Trails of Mana video, right? Like I have pretty much every JRPG game, and I especially like games like Front Mission, Pet's Ogre, FFT and so on. And this storyline in this anime is very, very similar to like FFT and so on, right? Typical tactical role-playing games. Some kind of fantasy world. It's a lot of wars, a lot of betrayal. People have powers and they fight. The only difference is you will also do the fights, right? But otherwise, it's the same thing. The storyline are very, very similar. But I think that those games they're always better because they have a parts that these animes just can't handle. So for example, Grand Cross had the same issue, and it's like there's so many like, oh, we're fighting over here now, and so here, those can betray us. But because there's no world map, that's the biggest thing in my opinion. The tactical role-playing games started with Ogre Battle, but also Ogre Battle, I guess, is the first one, but Ogre Battle, yeah, it's the first one. Pet Ogre did it as well, but especially Ogre Battle, same game franchise, but not the same game system though. They show the world map between each stage, right? Between each stage, it shows a world map. So the political thing is to follow because you see the world map. So you're like, oh, yeah, we're here now, and it's always like where the battle's going on. Gives you a much better view of what's happening, and because I think that the characters that you play again, they betray you and so on. You can see he was the one behind it, but they both be traitors. Yeah. So I don't know, it's just so much easier when you have the map, you kind of follow around with betraying and so on. And obviously it's also so much betrayal, it's like a feudal system, so someone has to be the king, right? So if you give someone like, you can have this much land, he wants more land, and they're fighting each other. And obviously Duke Rise also, he's the main evil guy, so yeah, it's like, he's clearly the biggest evil guy, so they're both traitors, right? They're all traitors, yeah. It's always like this, they're all traitors, you can trust no one. Yeah, it'd be devastating. Yeah, go get your fire weapon, girl. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, get that fire weapon. So they're gonna join and just fight like in a war now, like an actual war. So they've been doing like missions, right? They're kind of like agents, but they might just join in. I mean, he used to be, of course, yeah, like an actual soldier warrior, right? He was fighting in the middle of the skirmishes and so on. Maybe. That is kind of the way with this anime, though. Usually you follow, kind of like in Greg last year, you follow kind of the general leader, right? You follow the guy behind. Here he is following kind of the agents in a country which just has wars. Yeah, so just feel like they are gonna. Doesn't feel like, you know, Maria's gonna be like, oh, I will be a sniper in the war. Yeah, that doesn't really feel like her. So that makes me. I'm still interested, but it makes me feel a little like a little, I don't know, me not really connected to the. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like anyone here could be a traitor too, right? He had all the weaponry, yeah. Like if she's a traitor, he get all the weapons now. I wanted like her to betray him as well, something like that. Yeah, like oh yes, I finally have all the weapons now. Or something. Yeah, like I could see this being a traitor thing too. He could be a traitor. This could be fake. Probably not, but like when he does this thing now, she gets her like former weapon back. Maybe she's gonna betray him, right? And she finally gets her like true form back. Yeah, some kind of sword. And the last thing was like a weird. I mean, that's a kind of weird like morning starting. Okay, no traitor there. But I mean, she could be. But I mean, it wouldn't be surprised if. Oh, the traitor thing. But it wouldn't be surprised if she's a traitor too, and she's like, you know, oh, I kill you and take the rest up and now too. Then when I have the chance now, like, yeah, I'm waiting for this moment. I can get the weapons back to my people. Yeah. But like, are they gonna join the war now? It feels a little weird because they are not really like, except him. Then they're not really like warriors. They're more like the agents of the country. Assassinations would be more likely. I feel that they will go and assassinate the leader or something. It's kind of weird sitting style, yeah. LC style. Okay, now it's gross. And it's like does like kind of weird laughter when he's suspicious. Yeah, he's a suspicious guy. Yeah, man, my leg can hurt. Oh, sorry, my left leg. Yeah. Okay, I don't even know yet. Her pet is still there. Yeah, runs to her now right away. Yeah. is we. That's something really weird. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if the mic picks up, but something really weird outside it does. Maybe the microphone picks up. You're right, evil. Maybe. Who knows? I'm waiting for more betrayal. Yeah, I'm just like betrayal. My mind's just like betrayal. It's gonna be betrayal, right? Yeah, what is this letter now then? Okay, what's the letter be then? Hopstad, yeah. She's gonna own themselves, I guess? Yeah, like she's gonna. Oh, poison. It's like ivy. It's like ivy. It's like ivy. Yeah, poison. It's like ivy for caliber. And I was like poison for poison now. Yeah, it's like it's the alchemist blade. Awesome. Yeah. Seems to make you bullet immune. He just runs the bullets to then avoid them. It's too late for that though. His leather protects up some trap, right? Yeah, it's too easy for her. It's clearly it's a fake attack, probably. Yeah, they're probably coming from. And they're dead. Yeah, it's a he's tricking them. So the whole army's out fighting in the wrong place. Yeah. Exactly, it's the real army. Yeah, they're coming here, right? Yeah, so diversion. They really should have read his letter faster. Yeah. They should have read that letter faster. They was like, man, that letter tells you everything's gonna happen. He knows exactly what's gonna happen. It's like, well, guys, they're probably gonna come from the other side. Just a diversion, yeah. This guy knows exactly what's happening. Old style moat there, yeah. Things are pretty heavy though, fast. So I don't know if we can use also kind of bombs. I mean, I don't have very many soldiers. It's more based around magic fairies. He's very happy being here and. I guess on revenge for killing us, yeah. Yeah. He also okay. The soundtrack is so weird. Yeah, it's good, but it's like, what is it coming from? Fire at the controller instead. Yeah, he has the. Yeah, Jetto. So this is his master. His. Yeah, you get to inherit my weapon here. Cause he failed with the Morningstar thing, but this is he's a swordmaster, yeah. So this is a real thing, right? This is more for a swordmaster, yeah. Here we go. Nice. Yeah, so now he's actually this real. It's my holy weapon, yeah. Permission, I just took it out, it's mine. Did he get permission or did he just take it? Yeah, I don't need permission. I felt like he just took it out because his own little chest there, yeah. Yeah, revenge time. Liskar. Like he just walks and doesn't even help the other guys shooting. The other ones are shooting, he's like, yeah, my guys can handle the guns. I'm just gonna. Exactly, he's just gonna walk towards the. This guy's a death wish. Yeah. Death wish. Death wish. Maybe he's right, I don't know. The holy fairy weapon. Okay, now there's some kind of basement suddenly. Yeah. Catacombs. Quite the main entrance, yeah. They're really bad aiming. They're really bad at currency, yeah. Well, they have like 10 guys shooting at it. They're pretty bad defense for that. Heavily great though. Yeah, the Heavenly Gate is really badly defended. It's like, yeah. It's like, what, really? It's like 10 people there. Like 10 people in the first place and 10 people in the other place, yeah. There's a really badly defended place. Like the other place has like a moat and much more fair soldiers. That feels really stupid. Like, that's the main entrance. They're like, I have 10 people there. I mean, honestly, it took me out of it a bit there. He's like, it's never fallen before. Well, maybe you should have some soldiers there. I don't know. That took me out of it. That is so empty there. That it's just so completely voided by the soldiers. There's nothing there defending it. It's like none of them there. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah, they have this huge army of fairy machine guys on the side gates, right? Not a single of them on the main gate. Yeah, that seems like, what? I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. I don't know. I think that to me just seems really stupid. I don't get it. It's like that is just that is, it takes me out. Suspension of disbelief. Yeah, it's like, especially when it says like this gate has never fallen. This is the hardest place to attack on. You make it sound like this is the hardest, palace entrance. Like the older entrances were easy to attack for or something like that. But that looks like the easiest way to go in. Even if like they had more soldiers, that place didn't have a moat. The other place had a moat, right? The other entrances were harder to get into. That is still the easiest gate to enter. It's like a normal, it's a nice parade gate. So that seems really stupid. And he's afraid of him. And I was hoping he was gonna get more guys, right? Like, oh, it's the evil traitor guy. Let me get the fairy soldiers and let's fight him on the front gate. Instead, he's like just letting them on the side. I mean, I guess he needs to have some people left on the side, of course. You can't just have everyone run into the middle gate and fight the main guy. But he's obviously the main force, though, the leader of the Mercury. He's obviously has the fairy weapon, the holy fairy weapon. He's clearly like the main attraction, right? And he doesn't have the least amount of soldier fighting the biggest threat. Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. He's afraid of himself too. So yeah, that seems really stupid. That was incredibly stupid. But yeah, whatever. Hope you liked the live action review, guys. See you guys. Wait, Cinderella 9 in an hour or so.